Hello, everybody. I am Carrie Payne, personal trainer at the UW Recreation IMA. Today, again, we have another Huskies at home. We are on week 4 already. This week, we are going to switch it up and we're going to answer some questions that people have sent in. So, again, this is your Huskies at home kind of tips and tricks to work out at home for you, our Huskies. So, our first question is, how long are our sessions? So, our virtual classes are 50 minutes in length. Okay, warm up, workout, cool down. Our virtual training, personal training sessions with a trainer like me, okay, those are 60 minutes in length. Similar idea, you've got a warm up, workout, and then cool down. Okay. Question number 2, do you need equipment to work out at home? Okay. Well, it always helps, right? It always helps to vary things up. But no, you definitely don't need equipment. Okay, there are so many body weight exercises, an exercise that you can make body weight, and increasing the number of times you do it and the number of times you do it in one set, so your repetitions can make things very challenging for just 30 to 60 minutes. So no, you definitely don't. Some other hacks, you can always use things around the home. Anything you have inside or outside, so jugs, cans, water or gallon jugs are really great because you can fill them up or dump them out and create different weight loads. So those are probably one of the best and easiest ways to find some weight to use at home. Okay, but no, you don't need to have weight at home to work out. It's helpful, but it's not required. Okay, and then number 3, somebody hates running, but all the gyms are closed right now. So some alternatives to get sustained cardiovascular workout or exercise that is low impact to do in quarantine. Great question. Tricky question. Great question. So a bicycle or a stationary bike would be a wonderful way to get some low impact cardio. That's across the board, not just in quarantine. You may or not have a bike. Okay. Also a row erg. Again, I know a lot of us don't have that in our home, but another great way to do very low impact cardiovascular exercise. Other than that, it is a little tricky, but okay, creating, or if you had an agility ladder, really great. You might remember them from the good old soccer days, right? So a ladder built up of like 10, 12 rungs. You could make one, you could just visualize one, you could make one out of chalk, sidewalk chalk, okay, on driveway or what have you. Okay, so just little rungs, kind of 2 feet by 2 feet. Okay, and then there are a ton of exercises you can do with that. So a very quick few, you can get a ton online. So an in and out style, you can go in and out sideways. You can go both feet forward and reverse, single leg forward and reverse. Okay, you can do our ever famous icky shuffle, moving through. Okay, so many options for a agility ladder. So it's a great tool. Also downloading an interval timer app. Okay, that's a great way to set the time so you don't have to think and focus. You can set it up for intervals, so 30 seconds with a rest interval, 1 minute, whatever you're thinking that you can do. It's another great tool to get it set up so that you don't have to be fiddling with your phone. It'll just beep and let you know. Okay, so some good exercises, not necessarily low impact, but you can make them lower impact. So a burpee is a great one, right? Hands to the ground, hop out, all the way down, hop in, and reach up. Okay, so anything going from the ground all the way up. Some lateral shuffles, right? Some forward and reverse running, right? Or shuffling in a controlled or smaller space, maybe. Okay, just a straight touch ground to overhead, right? Jumping jacks, high knees. Okay, you could always march to lower the impact. Butt kickers, or pick up the pace, okay? And then always skipping, jump rope, okay? Not necessarily low impact, but you can take it down a little bit by not jumping 2 feet at a time, right? Okay, last thing, using your equipment, right? So there's a lot of exercises and ways that you can exercise in a strength training manner that will increase your heart rate, okay? So having high rep count. So doing more reps than you're used to doing. Keep that good form, but more reps. Okay, so something like 20 rep scheme. Okay, dumbbell or kettlebell swings. Okay, great exercise. You could use a dumbbell if that's all you have. Okay, so yeah, there's lots of ways to get that heart rate moving in a low impact manner. So again, one of the main ones, a bicycle, row erg. Okay, agility ladder is great. Using a list of those exercises, so burpee, jumping jacks, butt kickers, high knees, marches, lateral shuffles, forward reverse shuffles, things like that. And then using your equipment, so doing something like kettlebell swings is a great heart burner. Okay, setting interval time rules is a great way to accomplish that, so that you don't have to think and focus. Okay, the more work you do with a little amount of rest doesn't let your heart rate recover, so it makes things challenging. Okay, all right, have fun with that. Let us know how you make out. All right, see you next week.